You can sit. Just.
I can't.
What'd you do?
It broke.
Oh, Grandpa's gonna be mad at you. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to pull apart my Jeep and see if we can figure out exactly what's wrong with it. I'm pretty sure I do know what's wrong with it, but we're going to pull the oil pump drive shaft unit, pull the oil pan. I'm going to replace the oil pump. I wanted to do that since I put it in. I didn't have a high volume pump when I put it back together, so now we're going to replace the standard one with a high flow and take out the drive shaft unit, see what the issue is, and then we will hopefully have a solution and put it all back together. So we got the oil drive device out. If you look at it right there, it's got some broken teeth, and that's because it froze up. So there is a couple of bearings in here, but the way this is designed is it's sealed so it doesn't get lubricated at all. So Quadratech sells one that's got a revamped design so that you can get oil up in there so it lubricates that gear and it doesn't freeze up like that. So we will replace that. I've got one on the way. It should be here today actually, and we'll get that put back in. So that ended up being a lot tougher than it should have been. Those 4 bolts on the exhaust are a pain, and I put them on before I put the engine back in, tightened them up. So getting them loose, getting something to the top, you can't get an extension and a socket on it, even a wobbly one, so you end up having to double wrench it. And anyway, so but we got those off finally. We got the starter out on this side, sitting up there on top, and now we'll just start taking all the bolts off of the oil pan, drop the oil pan down, and then look for any pieces of metal from the shaft and take the oil pump out, put the new one in, and go from there. So we got the oil pan off. I'll pick it up actually and hold it. You can sit. Just.
I can't.
What'd you do?
It broke.
Oh, Grandpa's gonna be mad at you.
No.
He wants one to sit on. Replace this one with one of them because it ripped. Of course, you can tell it's pretty weather worn. All right, I'll hold it up. Go grab the oil drive gear thing. So we got the oil pan off. Looking down on the bottom of it, there are all these little pieces. The good thing about it is it looks like it's all just off the drive gear and not off the camshaft. When I put this engine back together, I had this normal standard volume Melling oil pump that came with the engine from the engine builder. When we put it in, we primed it. It kind of worked and primed it okay, but it was just kind of weird. It never really seemed to function properly. At 3,000 RPM and above, sometimes it wouldn't have pressure. I didn't know if it was a siphon issue through here or what it was exactly, but anyway, it kind of always just didn't perform exactly how I wanted it to or should have. So, and I wanted to put a high volume pump on it. I was just kind of in a hurry and wanted to get it together and running, so I didn't wait for this to come and, you know, get shipped. It would have taken another week. So While I'm doing this, I'm going to swap out the oil pump to a high volume pump. Hopefully that will take care of the little issues I was having with the lack of oiling. It never lost oil pressure, but you could definitely hear in the engine that it wasn't getting oil. So hopefully this will take care of that problem, and I won't have that anymore. So that's the old pump. Sure, it works just fine. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with it, but we're going to put a new one on and hopefully take care of those few little issues. So this is the old one versus the new one. This one is designed supposedly in such a way so that fluid can get inside here, oil can get up inside here and lubricate the bearing that's up in there. The old one has some block in there so that it can't actually oil up inside there. So this new design corrects that issue. It comes with an alignment tool, goes up through the bottom of the case, up through your camshaft position tool, and you go and you set your engine to top dead center, and you go put this down in there, and that's pretty much lined up. It's pretty simple and easy. It doesn't matter really once this is in there how this is sitting, because this rides on the camshaft, and this is, you know, just lined up right there, cylinder number 1, top dead center. So you can have this turned in there however you want to once you get it in place. If you want it sitting straight this way, you know, however it fits in there, as long as this is lined up properly, it'll be fine. Then you pull this out, put the cap on it, everything's good to go. Plug this in, and that should be it. It's all back together, except that I broke the head off, or the top off of one of the spark plugs, number 1, as I was taking it out so we could line it up. So I'm gonna go grab a spark plug, get it put back in, get the coil rail put back together, and then we will hook the exhaust back up. Still haven't done that. Then we'll start it up and test it out. But that's gonna be tomorrow. It's getting late and it's time to eat some dinner, so we're done for the day. We will grab the parts we need, we'll get everything, and then we'll come back and work on it tomorrow and have it all done. Everything is back together. Replacement spark plugs in, everything's hooked up. The exhaust is all reconnected and tightened down. So now let's see if it will start. Good oil pressure, everything looks good, everything sounds good. Started right up first try without any issues, idling smooth. I'm gonna take that as a success. I'm happy. Could have been a lot more damage. Could have been some damage to the camshaft. Could have had, you know, little metal pieces everywhere. But the main 3 pieces that broke off the shaft were just sitting in the bottom of the pan. So we cleaned it out, sealed it up, put it back on, replaced the oil pump drive and cam timing, whatever it's called, I keep forgetting. But anyway, we got that all back in and fired right up. So anyway, we hope you appreciate this video. Like, subscribe, and share, and leave a comment below. Until next time.